Hello, thank you for watching Family Time with Blessing, and I'm your friend Namala Blessing, today taking you through our show. We are going to discuss today about how to actively engage our children during this holiday. It's a long holiday of 2 months. Children have been coming for 2 weeks, 1 week or 3, but this end of year is always that bigger time that children stay long with their parents at home. And as you understand that it sometimes becomes a challenge to very many parents and also very many homes, and even some homes are not prepared for them. It just come in and parents are like, wow, what am I going to do now they are here? And then we also have families whereby there are many numbers in a family. Maybe it's an extended family, and then you have other relatives at home, and then you want that privacy with your child and you cannot get it. We have dilemma and very many questions. Parents have been asking very many questions. What are we going to do? How am I going to engage my son? What am I going to do to prevent him to go to the cinema? What will I do to prevent him to go to drugs and also take alcohol? They are looking for solutions every other day, and solutions look to be, it's a dilemma. Today in our program we are going to share about how to effectively engage our children. Do not miss to subscribe to our social media platforms: YouTube, Family Time with Blessing, Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, because we are going to have very many issues discussed. I'll be bringing you people who are going to give us their ideas. We are going to learn new things, new styles, new models, new approaches. You don't need to miss that. And then we are going to unlearn some of the things we've been doing, knowing they are right, and I will realize that this is not right. So this is the best show that we can always work together. It's a family show, and everything starts with family. Once you have a good family, you have good children. When there is peace at home, there is peace in the society. So what are we going to do? Children have come. Father and mother, how prepared are you? We also have families whereby they are children-headed families. Maybe the father passed on and the mother, and it's now the brother and the sister that they are taking care. We also have families whereby they are men-headed families. Maybe the mother is not there and it's now the father, and maybe vice versa. But we also have families where all the three are there. But all that, what are we going to do for this innocent child that is at home right now? How are we going to actively engage them? I will start by encouraging you that time is necessary. In any other approach you want to apply, nothing can hit time. Give time to your children. Time is going to yield you good results, because once we give them time, we are able to learn them. We are able to bond with them. We are able to articulate and understand and see some of the things that our children have maybe copied from friends that are not right, and then we are able to correct them, because you cannot correct a mistake that you do not know. I want you to appreciate that schools have internet and children have got exposure of information. They pick information from the internet, they pick it from friends, they pick it from social media platforms, and of which some of the information they get is what is actually remodeling our children to bad people. And then we are claiming that the society is spoiling our children. I would want us to change the talk and start the do, so that we as parents, we are able to give time. Time is money. Time. If you give time to your child, you have given a destiny. You have given an investment. Now, when it is weekend time, where do you go? You've been going to hang around with your friends. This time, hang with your best friend. That is your daughter, and that is your son. And then also, let's use this time to also bring culture in our children. Teach your children culture. Do you know that our children have turned into the foreign culture? Do you know that children now they have no interest in the African culture? They actually have lost it, and actually they condemn it. And we are also joining the queue saying it is a .com. I want us to encourage our children to understand and also to follow the African culture, the good culture that is going to yield for us the people that are able to be accommodated in the citizen of Africa. This is also the time that you are going to have a sit down with them. Talk about adolescent transformation. Let your children understand that I am growing. Dad and mommy grew. I am also growing to where they are. This and this is normal. I'm going to pass through it, but it should not influence me. Have you taken time to talk with your girls about the issues related with their menstrual hygiene management, how to handle pressure of men around? Because it is very funny these days that our girls and boys are getting engaged in sexual intercourse at an early stage, as early as 8. And then if you are not speaking, the world is speaking for you. And what is the world speaking for your daughter and your son? If you keep quiet, then the world will not keep quiet. If you're not prepared to empower your children and to give your children time, there is someone who is prepared to empower your daughter and your son and to give them time, and of which you do not know what they are feeding in your children. Let's allow our children to actively participate in home activities. At least every other home will prepare a meal at one day, at one time. If you have been having housemaids and they have been doing the home utensil cleaning the shamba, maybe prepare washing clothes and all that, this is the time to give them an off, and then you allow the children to take a step forward and do what these people have been doing. Mind you, if you spare your children from doing this homework, this active utensil work at home, you're preparing a dense and an inactive child tomorrow who is not going to be able even to handle his or her own family. So it is the time that you would use this as an opportunity to make sure that your children are able to take over. You as mom, sit at home, enjoy the meal prepared by your daughter and your son. Enjoy the tea prepared for them. Now, we have now parents that have even washing machines at home. But then this is the time for you to switch them off. Switch off that machine and allow your children to have hands on. Let them wash clothes for their sisters and their young siblings, and let them also wash for you. I may appreciate that they may not do it as perfect as you want, but through consistency and repetition, it will be perfect. Because what you're looking at is to empower this child to know that I'm a citizen who is supposed to do active work at home, but not to sit there. You know, children are funny. When you don't talk about something, they relax. I have gone into homes and children are just cinema watchers. They sit and watch the cinema. They are on their phones now. People have gadgets. We have tablets at home. You find the child knows how to jog around with the phone, and you, the father and the mother, you just give them MBs and internet, and you want them to be free. During this long holiday, I encourage you, father and mother, please, for the sake of our nation, let your children be active during this time. We are coming to festive seasons. Allow your children to take the initiative in budgeting. Bring your children on a table. Allow them to understand how much you have and then how to plan for it. I also want to encourage you to consider the space you have at home, and maybe you can prepare and buy for them birds, and then they do poultry, and then they monitor, they learn how to care for the birds at home, and then maybe you can buy birds that are almost the time of laying eggs, so that they are able to appreciate the product of their initiative. Let them learn how to start projects. Encourage each child of yours to have a project at home. You can have one who is going to have flower planting project, have another one who's going to have vegetable plantation, have another one who's going to have poultry rearing, have another one who's going to have maybe bakery. So if they all have projects, and then maybe on a weekend you can assist them to learn how to do it very well, and then appreciate them by giving them the startup capital at home on how they are going to jog around. This is going to make their brains to be very active in thinking of how do I do this, how do I do this, and that is basically what we want. Those are the things we are doing those years when we were still young, but now we have grown and we are sparing our children, terming it as child labor. No, a child doing work at home has never been child labor. I would also want you to take initiative in knowing the association of your child. Do not just give up on friends of your children. You need to understand, where does my child go to visit? Which home is she going to? Who are the people in that home? What culture do they believe in? Because at the end of the day, they are going to spoil the good character that you have put in your child, and then tomorrow you're going to complain about the society. You don't underestimate the power of association, because our friends make us. If you have good friends, you are likely to be a good child. But if your child is associating with bad friends, you have higher chances of having an indisciplined child. So don't just give permission. If a child comes and say, I want to go and visit, don't just go, you go. You need to know, why is he going there? Who is there, and what is he going to get from there? So we are also going to learn how to work around and befriend families that are friends to our children. Teach your children the love of God, so that they understand that this world without God, it becomes also a bit hard for everyone. Father and mother, I understand that now we are in a season of festival, and also the festival season encourages parents to take children up country, maybe in the village or somewhere. But I want to encourage you that don't just throw your child far from you. If they are to go and check on their relatives, maybe their grandparents, please give them a short time so that they come. You need to be closer to your child and understand, articulate the behaviors of your children, and also learn on how you are going to work around with them. I thank you so much for watching Family Time with Blessing. Please do not forget to subscribe to our social media platforms, and if you don't mind, please turn on the notification so that we are able to always give you and update you every other topic we discuss. Don't forget that I'm going to be bringing you people who have different experience, but basically looking at how to empower families to be the best groomers to have better children. A good father, a good mother, a good child, a better home. Thank you. God bless you. Next time.